Hi, I'm Ariel.
And I'm Leslie.
And we're presenting The Sisters of the Stars,
a showcase in the day of the life of the Hallstrom Planetarium.
We'll feature topics such as school shows,
public shows,
helping with both community and college astronomy clubs,
helping with college classes,
digital art,
and much, much more.
We're going to transition into some still images where we'll voice over much more detail about these topics.
Ever since I started working at the Indian River State College Hallstrom Planetarium almost a year ago, I have learned a lot of valuable experiences by not only my professor, but by my fellow colleagues as well. Going into some of the things Ariel and I do to help Professor Bell fix the projectors is checking to make sure they have working light bulbs and lenses inside of them. We have also worked on cataloging the different projectors in order to keep up with which ones needed repairs and which ones were working smoothly. This helped us to learn about all the different types of projectors and rotators there are. And in some rare cases, we've even had to go underneath the staircase to align the equipment to best illuminate everything so everyone present has the best experience possible. Such as a time when Ariel had to do this in order to showcase the conjunction of Mars and Mercury for the general public. One of my favorite parts, though, of working with the projectors was to test them and to see if they worked or not. Discovering what was on each of them made it fun and exciting for us. We learned a lot about how to mount and operate the slide projectors, which gives an appreciation to how things used to be done in a planetarium well before the optical mechanical or the digital projectors.
Working in a college planetarium offers some truly unique opportunities. Our daily life involves assisting Professor Bell with his astronomy class and lab. In the main lecture, we often help him put together his PowerPoint materials for the day and then aid in presenting them to the class. We are also involved in demonstrations and answering questions about the curriculum. This constant engagement with his class means that we always have a sharp knowledge and awareness of general astronomy. As Leslie always says, let's keep astronomy in the planetarium, which is certainly made easier when you have the ability to constantly refresh and add to your knowledge. She was Professor Bell's assistant while I was taking the class for the first time this fall, and she really inspired me to be where I am today. The lab class is where I find myself the most engaged. I lead many review sessions on star ID, where I teach a wide array of constellations, asterisms, and star names to the students in hopes of passing their tests. I've learned many different ways to communicate this information along to them in order to make sure I can reach everyone and have them feeling confident before they leave for the day. I also offer hands-on help with teaching different astronomical instruments, including celestial spheres and telescope operation. My favorite feeling is when the students tell me they never thought they'd be able to learn any of the material, but then found themselves not only grasping it, but having fun with what they've learned in their spare time.
Now going into some of the things we have done as far as show-wise. Ariel and I have both learned how to operate not only the digital projector, but also the optical mechanical as well. We have aided in both the local shows as well as the school groups by starting and ending the presentation. For the school groups, we help by greeting the groups as they come in and ushering them to their seats. We have answered some of their astronomy questions, and I have to say, elementary school kids have some amazing questions. I personally love working with the school-aged kids because of their enthusiasm for space. Seeing kids excited to learn about space and astronomy really puts a smile on my face. Ariel and I have even done some live star talks when everything for the show comes together perfectly so that all of our hard work pays off. I find the best feelings of accomplishment is when visitors leave with a smile on their face and excitingly talking about all the wonders they had just beheld. Truly, having the opportunity to be able to work for the Hallstrom Planetarium with my friends and colleagues has made me feel amazing with all that we have accomplished. Though we mostly work behind the scenes, after a successful show, we can walk away feeling like the stars.
We've learned how to expand what we know into our local community, informing everyone from starting stargazers to amateur astronomers on different ways they can join in and be a part of the Hallstrom Planetarium. I'm currently proud to be president of the Hallstrom Astronomical Society, which is Indian River State College's only astronomy club. We put together a dynamic range of meetings, which includes everything from star ID basics to homemade astronomy-themed games. I work hard to create a welcoming environment for students at every level. When class is in session, we'll even host personalized review sessions for the astronomy tests. Games and events are designed with accessibility in mind, as collaboration is paramount to success. In fact, our club was very proud this year to accept our college's River Life Achievement Award for having the most stellar Club Rush display out of the campus-wide event, which all of our members worked on together. We're also very honored to work with the Treasure Coast Astronomical Society, hosting some of their meetings, partnering together to offer unique events such as historical stargazing, evenings where we offer college students free admission to touring Vero Beach's historic pineapple plantation, the Hallstrom House, first built in 1909, and home to our planetarium and our club's namesake benefactor. We'll help present educational astronomy lectures on a fun, relevant topic for the day's date, and afterwards, the Treasure Coast Astronomical Society provides telescopes and experienced operators so we can discover these astronomical events with our own eyes. And of course, we've learned so much from their generous telescope displays at all of our evening planetarium shows, where after the show is complete, we offer the public guided telescope viewings. There's nothing like showing someone Saturn's rings for the very first time.
Now I would like to talk about what makes a good planetarium presentation to me. First and foremost is by making sure that there is good lighting and sound effects. How the show looks and sounds is a critical part of any performance. Now after that comes the person who will be presenting the show, as they are the ringleader in a sense, for they carry the show with them. Anyone can come in and press a button, but a person who can capture the audience with their charisma and enthusiasm, now that's a show. Also, being able to have someone who is passionate about what they do can really help to inspire others to want to follow in their footsteps. And finally, the biggest thing to me that makes a great planetarium show is having someone who is also knowledgeable in astronomy. Going over what will be in the night sky each night, I feel, is a crucial part of the planetarium business. Doing live star talks not only helps to educate people on different stars and constellations, but is also very entertaining. People don't come to a planetarium show just to watch a movie on the dome. They come for the performance, and it's our job to make sure that it is a memorable one for all.
When I first started volunteering at the Hallstrom Planetarium after class, I didn't immediately expect that my digital art skills would prove to be valuable. I'm very grateful to have the opportunity to create digital media for planetarium shows by way of advertisements and assets for the shows themselves. I love diving into the fine details of a script and pulling out the identity of it. What does this show hope to achieve? What are its most distinctive features? And then designing unique posters to attract the eye and bring in even more people to share its story with. A lot of planetarium events involve live shows and presentations, and I immediately saw a way to help make these events even more immersive for our audience. Using Photoshop, I designed high-definition, full-dome panoramic images to transport audiences into any world imaginable. One of my proudest applications of this technique was when I served as artist for Dr. Jefferson's live show, African Skies. I worked closely with the team to create striking backgrounds with cultural significance to serve as an immersive stage for both the actors and the audience alike.
They fight for mastery as it reigns on all people.
I also thoroughly enjoyed working on Space Songs, Hallstrom Planetarium's musical. Knowing that this karaoke-like show utilized a screen projector to display the lyrics for the audience to sing along to, I designed sweeping backgrounds that tied in with moving effects on the screen projector to establish a truly scenic experience. This effect can be used minimally, such as giving the appearance of being inside an asteroid belt, to dramatically, such as the background I created for Fly Me to the Moon. Together with Leslie's Eye for lighting effects, we utilized the cove lighting to give this piece a gentle rainbow flare. One of my favorite pieces is much more reserved, though conceptually striking, placing humans on Mars.